You all remember when we used to tell women, that's why you're single? And we used to laugh? Hey, you can't say it anymore because they actually want to be single. They actually doing their single stuff for real. They ain't want to be bothered.
I watched a video compilation where men listed what they like in women, and after each one, the woman replied, "We don't care." And the comment section was brutal, but one comment made me stop scrolling because the pain behind it was hard to miss. It said, "We have never met a man who left us better than he found us." And my first reaction when I read this was, ouch. Not because I think it's true of every man, but because part of me understood exactly what she meant. But part of my responsibility as a relationship coach is to set aside my personal experiences and avoid projecting them onto everyone else. And if I'm honest, that's not actually difficult for me. My primary attachment style before doing the work was avoidant attachment, so setting my emotions aside long enough to analyze something objectively still comes naturally. But here's where I got stuck. When I look back over my own life, I've seen plenty of husbands become better because of their wives. But to be honest, I struggle to think of any marriages where I've watched a woman's personal growth accelerate because she got married. That doesn't mean they don't exist. It simply means that was my personal experience growing up, which is exactly why I have to be careful. Because my personal experiences are a very small fraction of all the data that exists. Research, on the other hand, suggests healthy marriages help both partners grow. For generations, we've heard men say, "She made me a better man." Do they genuinely mean that? Many probably do. But then, what's the female version? How often do women say, "He made me a better woman"? And to be clear, I don't mean he made her into a better wife. I don't mean she became better at cooking, cleaning, or fulfilling wifely duties. I mean he helped her become more emotionally healthy, more courageous, more secure, more confident, and more fully herself. And this question is personal for me. My husband and I are one of the most difficult relationship pairings there is, anxious plus avoidant. We've experienced firsthand why marriage isn't for everyone. When both people have insecure attachment, when both people come from single-parent households, when neither of you had a healthy marriage modeled for you growing up, the commitment, humility, and perseverance that kind of marriage requires is not for the faint of heart. And yet, if you ask either one of us why we kept doing the work, I don't think either one of us would start with communication skills or attachment theory. We'd tell you it was because we genuinely loved and respected each other enough to keep choosing each other, to keep showing one another love and respect even when it was hard, and to keep believing that our family was worth healing for. And as a Christian, this question becomes even more challenging. The Bible says the wife is a helper, an ezer kenegdo to be exact, a strength uniquely suited to help him flourish. So I have no problem believing that. It makes perfect sense to me. But if marriage is meant to reflect Christ's love, shouldn't both husband and wife leave it becoming more than they were before? If you're married, what do you honestly think your wife would say if you could read her mind? Did you leave her a better human being than when you found her? Not a better wife, but a better human being. And if you're not married, what do you think your mother would say about your father? What would your grandmother say about your grandfather? Did those marriages leave the women better than they found them? What story has your family been telling for generations?